Hello, I am the reality coach with KNON and GFN Radio Network, and I am standing here with none other than Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. III. Oh my gosh. Well, just how do you feel about your father creating and leaving such a legacy?
Well, of course, as it relates to my family, my father and mother, and the legacy is very strong. In fact, we have this week, we wrote a book, my wife and I and two other of our partners, on a mission we're working on that is entitled Realize the Dream.
Wow.
That is 100 million hours of service for Dad's 100th birthday, which is 2029. So we're mobilizing the nation, young people, everyone to get engaged, to turn to each other during a time when we are most divided, more divided than we've ever been. So we also we wrote a book called What is My Legacy? And it's giving people an opportunity to build their legacy throughout. It's looking at legacy in a different way. In addition to that, we've launched a podcast that's coming on that's talking about legacy. Now, my father, every year when we come to this time to observe the King holiday, people ask me, well, have we realized the dream? Obviously, we're not near where we need to be. It does not mean we won't get there, but we have a long way to go, in my judgment. And it also doesn't mean that some progress has not been made. But I feel my wife, daughter, and I are very moved by every year we stop. And what is amazing is because the birthday is in January, when you ask, did we achieve the dream yet? No. Do we have the opportunity? Yes. Every year we start anew. And ultimately we will create the climate and the nation where freedom, justice, and equality is real for all humankind.
And you may not have the dream yet, but you can see the vision coming into fruition.
Oh, no question, no question. Dad and others would say, people that when you do not have vision, you potentially can perish. We're not going to perish. So we must understand that there is a vision. There's a vision for better housing, better schools, better job opportunities in a very interesting world.
Wow. Well, I won't take up too much of your time. We thank you.
Thank you.
For KNON and GFN Radio for taking a moment to sit with us, and I am honored and humbled.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Bless you.
Bless you. Mm-hmm. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. III. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm just touched. I put my eyelashes on. You gonna make me Okay, let me stop. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, and then I gotta...
Yes. You want to get it? Yeah,
Present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice.